What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Today it's your boy Horizon, and I'm bringing you a Call of Duty video on Call of Duty Esports. Believe it or not, it's kind of insane. I don't really talk about Call of Duty Esports. You know, Optics Jump retired. We just had what's his name retire. Absolutely insane, and all the COD bros is dropping like flies. You know what I mean? But anyways, Call of Duty is one of the most iconic and commercially successful video game franchises of all time, next to Minecraft, Grand Theft Auto, and a whole bunch of other games that fit that tool, if you will. Since its debut in 2003, yes, 2003, your boy was straight up 5 years old in diapers. The series has evolved from a World War II shooter into a multimedia juggernaut encompassing modern warfare, futuristic combat, and deep-rooted Cold War narratives in the Black Ops series. With each release, though, COD has pushed the boundaries of first-person shooter gameplay, storytelling, and multiplayer experiences, with one of the most notable expansions of the franchise being Black Ops as well. You know what I'm saying? The Black Ops franchise is one of the largest in the Call of Duty umbrella, if you will, but the franchise has its impact, and some of those impacts rely in esports, and that's what we're particularly talking about today. Call of Duty Esports, or the CDL Call of Duty League, if you will. Now with Black Ops being out, both fans and stakeholders are closely watching to see whether its success will propel the competitive scene into the future, or will it potentially strain it with the downfall of Black Ops 6, the rise or fall of Black Ops 6, if you will. I'm pretty sure it's falling right now. It started out hot, but not too good now. You know what I mean? The COD franchise has consistently ranked among the best-selling video games every year, forever, it seems, right? Titles like Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 2, they're cultural landmarks that helped redefine online multiplayer gaming. I mean, it came out with Halo, came out with Gears of War, and somehow in Battlefield, it still somehow topped the charts. The launch of Call of Duty League in 2020 marked a serious commitment by Activision to foster an elite franchise esports ecosystem modeled after traditional sports leagues. Before that, it was called the CWL, Call of Duty World League, but that was before it became franchise. While competitive COD has existed since the mid-2000s, the CDL gave it legitimacy and structure with city-based teams, player salaries, and massive tournament prize pools. Still, despite the professionalism, the league has faced some actual hurdles. Now, here are some of the hurdles: the fluctuating viewership, the inconsistent game support from the developers, their own game, and a persistent debate over whether COD is truly a top-tier esports like League of Legends or Counter-Strike 2, or if it's just going to be a one-shot, two-shot, a Rocket League, Overwatch, you know what I mean? Now, Black Ops 6 is the crucial turning point in all of this, right? Now, Black Ops 6 ended up arriving at a pivotal moment for both the franchise and the esports scene. Following the mixed reception of Modern Warfare 3, there's an immense pressure on this year's Call of Duty, which is Black Ops 6. Did it deliver? Did it not deliver? Who knows, but it is just not a satisfying casual experience. So, that being said, people are less likely to tune in to see what the competitive scene has to offer. Now, early leaks and teasers suggest that Treyarch is leaning to a Black Ops 2 base style game, an arcade style gameplay that did help the Black Ops series originally become a staple. Now, do you guys think it's going to help out in the future? Who knows? Black Ops 2 Remaster, whatever they got cooking in the backseat, it's going to tell. It will tell all, but right now it's very mixed. I don't think it will get any better. Now, Black Ops 6 ended up selling well. It most certainly sold well. The immediate benefit was obvious: the increased player engagement, the refreshed player base, a huge surge in CDL interest, and successful launch with stronger views and long-term player retention, which is an absolute lie. I'm lying to you guys at the end. The CDL teams and sponsors have raised concerns about the volatility of the game, and from year to year, we have seen that volatility, especially this year with Black Ops 6. Now, will strong sales help or hurt esports? Now let's talk about this in terms of Black Ops 2 Remastered. Everybody keeps talking about it. The question is more nuanced than it really does appear, right? On one hand, strong commercial success means more eyes on the game, more potential fans for the league, and more resources for Activision to invest in competitive infrastructure. However, more eyes on the game doesn't necessarily mean more eyes on esports. Black Ops 3's esports scene was absolutely huge, ginormous, if you will, right? However, the multiplayer scene just kind of wasn't really there. Even though it was pretty decent multiplayer, it just wasn't really there. The zombie scene was absolutely massive. Now, on the other hand, a wildly successful casual game can sometimes hurt the competitive scene, just like in Call of Duty Black Ops 3. If the developer priorities shift toward mass appeal over competitive integrity, this has happened before in Call of Duty's ecosystem, where decisions such as skill-based matchmaking, overpowered cosmetic bundles, or delayed competitive rule sets alienated pro players and hardcore fans. Moreover, if the game is too focused on Warzone 2.0, like it is right now, and other live service elements, The CDL could become a second-tier focus. COD's annual release cycle also adds pressure to this. Even a successful game like B06, Modern Warfare 3, and Modern Warfare 2019 has a very limited window to anchor an entire competitive scene before the next title even takes place. So the conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, the release of Black Ops 2 Remastered represents both a massive opportunity and a potential risk for Call of Duty Esports. If Treyarch delivers a balanced, responsive, and competitively viable game that also sells well, it could mark a new golden era for the CDL and the broad COD competitive community. However, if commercial success leads to a casual-first mindset for the developers, it could leave the esports scene struggling to keep its footing. Now, in a franchise known for its reinvention, Black Ops 2 Remastered has a chance to be more than just another bestseller. It could be the title that finally bridges the gap between mass market appeal and a thriving, sustainable esports economy for Call of Duty. Now, let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. Let's see you all in the next one. And I'm out of here.